Hey everybody, welcome back to Yoga with Tay. I got a little bit of inspiration from my husband for this one. He is training for a half marathon coming up in April, so I was like, well, why don't I just do yoga for runners? So if you're a runner, this one's for you, and if not, this one is still for you. You can still do this anytime, any phase of life. So it's kind of more for the post-run, but obviously you can do this too before a run, on your days off. It's just involving mobility with some balance and ways to protect the knees. And there's also, we're going to kind of stretch the ankles a little bit, just stretch all the things that you need to run, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and start standing on your mat. So we're going to start standing at the back of your space. Feet are hip width distance apart. Start to roll the shoulders up to the ears. Big exhale. Shoulders come down towards the ground. Standing up tall. So our focus here too is on the breath. So obviously when you're running, it's really easy to just let your breath kind of take over and our mind wander. And that's one of the great benefits of running for myself too. That's what I enjoy most, is just all the mental load just kind of goes away. But here we're going to really channel into our breath as we move. That'll start to relax ourselves so we can get a little bit more stretch in. Maybe you can carry that over into your run so it kind of brings you inward while you're still running, and a little bit more focus as well. All right, big inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms, reach our elbows towards the back of your space. One more like that. Inhale, reach tall. This time we're going to come up onto the tippy toes. So we're going to start to strengthen the calves, and then we'll give them a little stretch. So up onto the toes. Exhale, back down. Cactus the arms. Puff your chest open. One more with that calf raise. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, draw it down. Elbows reach back. From here, we're going to bring the hands back behind you, clasp them together, draw them down towards the ground. Take a breath in, then exhale, just swan dive forwards. Nice forward fold. Let your head go, keeping our hands clasped together, reaching them up and over. Shoulder blades are pinching together. This might feel really good if this is the first thing you're doing in your day, and even the last thing you do. Unclasp the hands in your fold. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Here we're going to shift our weight into your left foot and just cross your right foot over the left. And this is a really nice stretch on your left outer leg, your IT band. Might also feel this in your right leg too. Just naturally rounding forwards. If you have blocks or books, to kind of bring yourself up a little bit if the ground is a little bit too far of a reach. Just use what you have. And go ahead and come back, feet hip width distance apart. We'll just take that straight over to the other side. So we're going to cross the left foot over the right. Just fold. Really think about where you're feeling this in the body. So on your inhale, bring your awareness to wherever you're feeling this. And on your exhale, ease a little bit more into space there. Go ahead and bring the feet back, hip width distance apart. We're just going to walk ourselves out to a downward facing dog. Heels are drawing down into your mat. They don't have to touch. Hands are pushing the mat, sliding it away from you. Let's start to paddle out your heels. So Coming up onto the left toes, draw your right heels down to the mat. Find a nice stretch in the back of the legs, especially our calves. Then switch it over to the left, coming up onto the right toes. And just take that a few more times, your own pace, whatever feels good to do, however slow you want to go. Then come on to our hands and knees, so just gently shifting forwards. We'll take some cat and cows. Inhale, dip the belly low, gaze up or close the eyes. Exhale, round your spine, push your shoulder blades up to the sky, gaze toward your toes. One more each time. Inhale to cow. Exhale, round to cat. And we're going to come into just a nice low lunge. So step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You might need to adjust your back knee if you want to take it back a little bit farther. And we're really also focusing on alignment here. So our knees are doing a lot of, they're getting a lot of, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but we want to protect our knees, especially when we're running. So alignment is key here. So our knee wants to be tracking over the ankle, pushing it open rather than caving it inward. And if you need to pivot your toes open a little bit to get the hips a little bit more space to go down, you just listen to your body here. And then we're going to work on that mobility. So low lunge. Shift the hips back, straighten our right leg. Inhale takes us to low lunge. Exhale shifts us back. So again, moving with our breath, slow and steady, having control over what we're doing. Being purposeful. Having the correct alignment is going to go a long way with protecting our bodies as we're running, as we're pounding our feet into that pavement, or if you're a trail runner, that might be a little bit better for your joints. All right, back into our low lunge. And we're going to sweep our right foot back to meet the left, tabletop. And we're going to walk the knees as wide as your mat. And then we're going to bring the inside of our feet down to the ground. Now this might be a little weird because I'm also not the most flexible, but just kind of pivot your feet open a little bit, like a little frog. And then we're just going to sit the hips back and come up. Now that feels a little bit weird. We're going to bring the big toes to touch. See, there's no right or wrong in yoga. We just go with the flow. All right, big toes to touch. So wider child's pose, just sink back and bring those hips back up. Exhale to sink them down. Inhale to come back up. Then from here, we're going to just take big hip circles. Going clockwise, and then we'll go counterclockwise. And then we're going to go into low lunge on the left side. So just step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Again, just take a moment, adjust wherever you need to feel a nice stretch in the front of your top thigh, your hip flexors. And then we'll look at our left knee. Make sure it's directly over our left ankle. Knees are tracking outwards. If you need to bring that floor up a little bit closer, you can use books, blocks, pillows, whatever you have. And take a breath in. Exhale, shift back, half split. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale, back. Last one. All right, meet in low lunge. Sweep that left foot back, and we'll take those hip circles one more time. So going clockwise, exhale on the way down, inhale over on the way up. And we'll go counterclockwise. And come into downward facing dog. Again, paddle out the heels. Find some space. And we're just going to tiptoe the feet to meet behind our hands. We're going to come into a chair pose. So heels to touch, thighs together. Inhale the arms up, exhale, send your hips down. Weight is shifted in the heels. So starting to build some strength in the legs, the thighs. Those do a lot of work, obviously, when we're running. And then we're going to come up onto the toes, strengthening into those calves. And then start to pulse down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Stay low. Stay low. Breathe here. It's a good time to focus on our breath when things get hard. Let it out the mouth. Heels down, big stretch up. Come onto the calves or onto the toes. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Again, we're going to take that same stretch that we saw at the beginning of class. So step your right foot over the left. And just notice if there's any more space that you can kind of creep into with your exhale. One more breath here. And we'll switch it to the other side. Step the left foot over the right. Notice where you're feeling it. Bring your mind there. On your exhale, soften up a little bit more in that spot. All right, go ahead and unwind. Feet are hip width distance apart. Again, we're going to halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. We're going to find that low lunge. With our right foot forwards. Left knee comes down. From here, we're just going to come into a nice pigeon stretch. So I have a few options for you. First option, stay in this low lunge, and we're going to shimmy our right foot across the mat, and then our knee comes down. So our right leg is kind of at like a check mark sort of position. Doesn't have to be 90 degrees. I want to feel just a nice stretch in our outer glutes, kind of in your inner thighs a little bit too. So this is option 1. The second option is seated, and we just bring our right ankle on top of our left thigh. So wherever you choose to be, just take 2 breaths there. And then if you're seated, we're just going to switch out your ankle. So left ankle comes on top of your right thigh. And if you're in that first option, I'll meet you there. All we're going to do is come into a tabletop position, step your left foot forwards, and shimmy it across your mat. Just take your time, find this pigeon pose, find your breath. Take 2 more breaths here. Maybe here on our last breath, you kind of think of an intention or the reason why you enjoy running. What is your purpose in doing that? There's no right or wrong answers. All right, coming out, we're all going to come onto our bottoms. And here, we're going to do a little bit more mobility. So I'm going to face you. So I'm kind of mirroring you. So you guys are going to bring your left leg out to the side. So we're kind of like, actually we're gonna start here. Feet are planted, and just let your knees fall to the right side of your mat. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna bring our left shin in front of us, and our right knee is now gonna point, or your left knee is now gonna point to the left. So we're kind of in deer pose is what this is called. Assuming that deer kind of sit a little bit wonky legged like this. All right, maybe you just stay here. Feel this out in your hips. The mobility part that we can add on, arms can hover or they can stay back behind you. And we're just gonna sit back in our seat as we swing our knees up and over, now pointing to the left side. So we're just moving around the mat a little bit, and then we're gonna sit back, swing the knees back towards your right. So maybe we can try hovering the hands now, or if you wanna keep them back behind you, that's up to you. Sit back, swing the knees up and over. So finding yourself in this space. So maybe you round the spine as you're coming over, and then you sit up nice and tall once you get there. Rounding, just finding as much space as you need to get your knees over to the other side. Doesn't have to be perfect, and it definitely doesn't have to be quick. All right, we'll take one more. And then we'll meet back to center. All right, coming into butterfly from here. Soles of the feet come together, hands can just rest back behind you. And kind of bring like you're trying to bring your hips forwards. So we're tilting the pelvis, arms, shoulder blades squeezing together, chest puffed out, and just let your knees naturally fall open. We're not forcing them down to the ground. We're just seeing what our butterfly looks like right now without trying to do anything too deep. Breathing in through the nose. Just exhale softly out the mouth. And then we'll extend our left leg long, coming into figure 4. Inhale, stretch the arms up to the sky. Then exhale, heart points to toes as you just naturally fold forwards, rounding the spine. You can massage your feet here. This is post-run. Oh my gosh, this probably feels so good. I like to crack my toes sometimes too. It's nice to just give back to yourself. Give yourself a little foot massage after all that hard work. All right, walk ourselves back up and we'll just switch it out. Right leg long, left foot to inner right thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Point our heart towards our toes and melt forwards. Give that foot a nice massage. Cracks here. And slowly make our way back up. Turn to face me. You can sit crisscross applesauce if you'd like. Sit up nice and tall. Big breath in and out. This is post-run for you. You might still have some endorphins swirling around. Just take that feeling in. What feels good? What feels maybe a little bit more open? Just taking inventory of what you just did, how good it made you feel, what didn't feel good. That's always something that we need to make sure that we take care of as well. And if this is pre-run, hopefully you have some more space and your body's nice and ready to go out there and get it done. All right, big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come together at your heart. Bow your head forwards. Be grateful that you have the strength and the body to do what you love. And be grateful that you get to do it. I see you, and I see all that you are and all that you can be. Thank you for being here today and moving your body. I will see you next time. Namaste. Thanks guys for joining me on this pre-post run yoga flow. I'm going to try my best to kind of make more videos along those lines of a little bit more specific things. So if you have any suggestions, please send them my way. I can also put my email in this post description, so you can always send me an email too if you have like a very specific thing, any questions about it, or I do private individual sessions as well, so just feel free to shoot me an email, comment on this video or any other of my videos, share it with your friends, subscribe to me if you want, do all the things to bring more yoga into your life. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.